Have you ever wondered if there's a version of you living in another reality? And what if I told you that these versions might be trying to communicate with you, constantly sending signals and messages? It might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but the truth is, many people believe that different versions of ourselves, existing in parallel realities, have subtle ways of influencing our daily lives. The idea is that these versions are more connected to us than we think, almost like there's an invisible network of information crossing time and space, linking experiences, choices, and moments. By learning to recognize these signals, you can take an important step towards aligning your current life with a greater purpose. In this video, we're going to explore how you can identify these signs and understand what they might be trying to reveal about the path you're meant to follow. After all, if these versions of you really exist, wouldn't it be fascinating to tap into the wisdom and experiences they've already lived and apply them to your life right now? Let's start with a very common phenomenon: déjà vu. You know that feeling when something happening in the moment seems strangely familiar, like you've already experienced it before? That feeling, which often leaves us confused and intrigued, could be much more than just a mind trick. Many theories suggest that déjà vu is a sign that, for a brief moment, the barriers between parallel realities dissolve, allowing you to access a moment that another version of you has already lived. Imagine that in an alternate reality, you've already gone through that experience, and now you're feeling the echo of it in your current reality. This phenomenon makes us rethink the idea of time as something linear and invites us to consider that it might be way more fluid than we believe, with different versions of ourselves briefly and subtly overlapping. Another sign that might go unnoticed, but carries a lot of meaning, is synchronicities. These meaningful coincidences, where seemingly random events align almost perfectly, can be seen as messages from a parallel reality. Picture this. You're thinking about making a big change in your life, like starting a new career, and suddenly you start seeing the same symbol or word repeatedly in different places, in ads, casual conversations, or on social media. This might not just be a coincidence, but a sign that a version of you, in another reality where this change has already happened, is trying to guide you. It's like this version of you, who's already made that decision, is using these synchronicities to show you that you're on the right track. These little details are the universe's way of whispering in your ear, asking you to pay attention to the signs it's sending. And we can't forget about dreams, which are another powerful tool for connecting between realities. Dreams are portals that give us access to the subconscious, but they can also be windows into other versions of ourselves. Those extremely vivid dreams, the ones that feel so real you wake up with the sense that you actually lived that experience, might actually be memories or experiences from another version of you. And when we talk about lucid dreams, the experience gets even deeper. In a lucid dream, you're aware that you're dreaming, and often you can control what happens. In this state, you could be directly connecting with a parallel version of yourself, exploring new realities and possibilities. So, next time you wake up from a dream like that, try to remember the details, the places, people, and emotions, because they might carry important messages that can guide your current life. Another phenomenon that could indicate this communication between realities is the feeling of dislocation. Has it ever happened that you're in a familiar place, but suddenly feel like something's off, as if the reality around you isn't quite fitting together? That sensation of being out of time or out of place might be a sign that, in that moment, you're tuned in to a version of yourself from another reality. Maybe the realities are overlapping briefly, and you're feeling that dissonance between them. These experiences, though disorienting, can be an opportunity to reflect on your current life, where you are and where you want to go. It might be the perfect moment to reconsider past decisions or explore new paths that could lead you to a place more aligned with your purpose. Now, let's talk about intuition. We've all had that sudden feeling, an inner voice telling us what to do, even when there's no logical reason for it. What if those intuitions are actually forms of communication coming from a version of you in another reality? Think about it. A version of you who's already made the decision you're contemplating, trying to guide you down the same path. Maybe you feel an uncontrollable urge to learn a new skill or pick up a new hobby without knowing exactly why. It could be that this version of you in another reality has already embraced those changes, and now it's projecting that energy towards you. It's like you're receiving an energetic push, helping you align your life with a new destiny. To make these connections even clearer, you can raise your vibration. Everything in the universe is made of energy, and that energy vibrates at different frequencies. Every thought you have, every emotion you feel, and every action you take emits a specific vibration. When we talk about parallel realities, we're referring to different vibrational states that exist simultaneously. For example, the version of you that lives a life of abundance and inner peace vibrates at a higher frequency. To align with that version, you need to raise your own frequency. This can be done with simple practices like gratitude, forgiveness, and compassion. The more you cultivate these emotions, the more you tune in to realities where these qualities are already a part of who you are. Meditation also plays a key role in this process. It helps calm the mind, clear negative energies that may be blocking your connection to your higher versions, and create a bridge between the present and your highest potential. During meditation, you can visualize the version of yourself that's already living the life you desire. By doing this, you're literally aligning your energy with that version of you. But it's not enough to just follow these practices mechanically. It's important that every action, every thought, and every emotion be done with conscious intention. With every step you take, see it as part of a journey towards the version of yourself that you want to manifest. And for these practices to truly work, it's essential to develop self-awareness. This means observing your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors every day and asking yourself, is this aligned with the version of me that I want to be? If the answer is no, it's time to make conscious adjustments. Small daily tweaks, like swapping scarcity thoughts for abundance ones, can make a huge difference in your reality. Over time, you'll see that these new thought patterns align with the reality you want to create, bringing you closer to the highest version of yourself. As you start paying more attention to these signs and open yourself up to this communication with your parallel versions, the world around you begins to shift. Coincidences become clear signs, and every small adjustment you make brings you closer to that ideal version of yourself that already exists in another reality. All you need to do is tune your energy to it. By following these signs and aligning with that version, you'll be creating a life that's more authentic and in harmony with your purpose. Now that you have this information, are you ready to pay more attention to the signs the universe is sending you? How about starting to connect with these other versions of yourself? If this content resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And of course, leave a comment sharing your experiences and thoughts. We love hearing your stories. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.